truth, and life. Here is the Brother Leon Show. You better recognize.
What's going on, listeners? This is your boy, Brother Leon, and you are tuning into another episode of the Brother Leon Show. Let's go in this piece. Well, I know that y'all have seen the clips of the McDonald's fiasco, or should I say entitlement? Because the one thing that I'm going to say, and I'm going to call this episode, man, fuck them kids. Seriously, yeah, I said it. Fuck them kids. And the reason why I say this is because as a dude, when it comes to being nice, sometimes you gotta draw the line. Because the crazy thing about it is that if you are fooling with a woman that has multiple children by multiple men, a lot of times the one that catches the most hell is the one that wants to be there for his child. He's the one that gets all the smoke. And so the one thing that I want you guys to realize is this, is that as a man, you got to draw your line in the sand. Because you are not responsible for another man's child. This is the shit that Kevin Samuels was talking about. And the crazy thing about all of this is that a lot of times some of these women, they feel like because you have fucked them or had a child by them, that now you're responsible for the other babies that she didn't have with other niggas. Really? Is this what we doing now? Because if the shoe was on the other foot, man, please. Would no woman in her right mind be like, I'm gonna do for you and all them other babies? Especially if the relationship is done and over with. Now, granted, there are some exceptions. There's always a person that is above. But the one thing that I'm going to tell you is that you are fiscally responsible for yours and yours alone. And so if she's saying that you gotta do for these other ones that you didn't birth, that you didn't bring in the world, you don't have to do that shit. You just get yours. You be like, you know what? If you don't want to feed my child, I'm going to feed my child. I'm going to come get him. So I want you guys to listen to this clip, because the one thing that's starting to happen with a lot of people today, they feel as though that there are entitlements to boyfriend and girlfriend. Like boyfriend and girlfriend actually gets marriage entitlements. Really? Even after the relationship is over, I'm expected to do X, Y, Z. Now, granted, I could see if it was child support or something like that. But this bullshit right here, please, fuck them kids. Yeah, I said it. And the reason why I'm saying it is because you got to begin to get the order right. A lot of people take and they put their kids before everything, even before themselves. And a lot of these kids, sometimes they don't appreciate it, and then you wonder why kids are so entitled, because of the shit that you do. Kids only learn entitlement by you being entitled. Then they feel as though like you just supposed to do. You ain't supposed to do shit, man. I don't care if you was fucking her or not. That shit might be over. But you ain't supposed to do. You don't have to do. Because she ain't giving smoke to them other niggas. She giving smoke to you because you the nice one. And this is what I mean when I say, yo, we got to get delivered from that shit. We got to have that fucking spirit exercised out of us. Seriously. We have to have that spirit exercised out of our psyche. Because we are falling into the trap. Seriously. We're falling into the trap. And it don't make no daggone sense that we are falling into that daggone pussy trap. And then these women feel like that they are just entitled even after the relationship is over with. Are you still fucking her? No, you're not. And she's still giving you entitlements, dick sucking. Nah, it ain't happening. You can't come over there and be like, yo, hey, you supposed to be sucking my dick. I know the relationship is over. I know you seeing another nigga. I'm doing for my kid and your kids. You owe me a blowjob. Shit. It will not happen. I'm telling you that right now. It will not happen. So I'm telling you, man, fuck them kids. Fuck them kids when you want to go on vacation. Fuck them kids when they own daddies ain't doing right. And then they mama ain't doing right. And the mama is expecting you to be mama and daddy and provider for everybody. Man, fuck them kids. I'm going to tell you this. Don't you let nobody stroke you the fuck out. Oh, this is going to be the most graphic I've been so far. But I ain't getting sick and tired of seeing men get slaughtered. And then you wonder why they call us fucking simps. And then you wonder why that women don't respect us. Because we bow down to shit like that.
Look, y'all. Every fucking day my baby daddy come here with one meal for my child. But I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, and he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like, that's bogus as hell. Like, you're not gonna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there you go. And I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What do you like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
What? Okay, but them your kids' siblings, though.
So what are you talking about? What you got?
Them your kids' siblings, though. So my other kids gonna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't give my food stamps to the city.
Listen, it's not my problem.
Then if you're trying to help out, though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping yourself when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings? Them are his siblings, though. He's not gonna eat it for all his other siblings if they're not eating on McDonald's. No, why do I gotta put? No. He's not gonna eat that at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
There it is. There it is. He ain't fitting to eat in front of the other ones. So in other words, because this man did not bring enough for the other ones, the one that she has by him can't eat. This is the stupid shit that I'm talking about. And this is why, as a father, you need to file for sole custody. Because apparently, old girl can't take care of her kids. Seriously. If you got EBT and your shit don't come up until the 7th, but this dude been coming around feeding his child, where them other 3 niggas at? Or better yet, how come you just can't go get a food box? And the crazy thing about it, because the man did not bring enough for everybody, one child can't eat. His child can't eat. And this is the shit that I'm talking about. And then the crazy thing about all of this is that we always hear that adage, oh, black women want to be protected. Black women want to be respected. You don't even respect your own fucking son. So if you don't respect the son to give him a meal from his father, how you gonna respect a fucking man? Seriously. Because it's almost like, unless you bow to my knee, bow to my will, kiss the ring, kiss my ass, and be to these other 3 kids, be a father to them, be a covering for them, be a protection for them, without no covenant, without nothing, then all of a sudden now, you the one that gotta pay for this shit. You the one that's getting the smoke. I'm telling you, man, you don't need that. And this is why you gotta vet better when you fooling with women. And the crazy thing, they tried to say that Kevin Samuels was fucking wrong. Really? Kevin Samuels was right. Why should you be a father to somebody else's child? And then you have the audacity to put out these fucking demands when you done already gave a lesser man everything. Then the next man comes along, has to pay double, but gets fucking half. Half. That's all you getting. And this is the fucked up shit that I'm talking about. I'm angry because this shit goes on all the time. And the crazy thing about all of this is that there are women that are backing that shit up. Backing it up. Putting feminism on that shit. When in all actuality, it comes down to responsibility and accountability. Where is the responsibility and the accountability on the mother's part? Because I see the father playing that. Even though he did go with you, that shit is over with. He's not obligated anymore. And you feel as though that because he was with you, and because he might have filled in as a surrogate, that he is now obligated. No, that man did that out of the kindness of his heart. He ain't obligated to shit. The only person that he's obligated to is the son that you're blocking him from. And that's the sad part, because we got all these daggone women that because they mad with their former boyfriends or husbands, and now they using the child as a weapon, as a shield. They weaponizing the child. I can't get at him, so I'm going to use your child to get at you. You a sorry ass father. I'm going to block you from visitation. You ain't going to see him. I'm going to undermine everything that you do. I'm going to undermine everything that you do. And then the crazy part about it is that you don't realize that you're causing damage to the child. And then the child will grow up hyper emotional because he had to deal with your crazy ass. Yeah, I said it. I ain't taking none of this shit back. And then the crazy thing about it is that later on down the road, when you can't control him, now you want the father to come back into his life and deal with him. Really? Is this what we want? Is this what we doing? I'm going to tell you, men, you better file sole custody, especially if you have a toxic woman like this, because there is no responsibility or accountability. It's a shame. I got another clip for you.
Whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids. You knew this situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty. It's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's, though? That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then. Period.
There it is. If all the kids can't have McDonald's, none of the kids can't have McDonald's. So what you do in that situation, you go by, pick up your child, and you go feed your child and bring them back. That's what you do. Because the crazy part about it is that she ain't saying nothing about them other baby daddies. Regardless whether you were still fucking her on the side. And to be honest, dude, you got to get it together. Seriously. Because these are the types of women, they will take and destroy all your shit. She putting you on blast on social media. And now look, the whole world knows your business. So I'm telling you right now, fellas, the Bible says that it's better to dwell in the corner of a rooftop of a house than to be with a brawling woman in a wide space. So I'm telling you right now, you have got to vet better, because you don't need that type of toxicity, because she feels as though because of what you did that she's still entitled to that, even though the relationship is over. You were just doing that out of the kindness of your heart. You are not required to do that. So that's why I said fuck them kids, because they're not your responsibility. Now granted, when you was there, you still did that out of the kindness of your heart, but where were their fathers? Where was the child support coming from? If these other kids can't eat, where were the fathers coming with groceries or Burger King or pizza or whatever? Are the other kids' father going to do for this one guy? No, they're going to do for theirs. Because at the end of the day, what's wrong with him doing for his? He is responsible for his, not the others. And the crazy thing about it, man, you get to fucking with girls like this, they gonna throw that fucking entitlement bullshit on you. Then the next thing you know, you got entitled kids that feel as though that you just supposed to. So now I'm supposed to do this because I was fucking you? Nah. That bird ain't gonna fly. But I'm gonna tell you this, you better get your dick game together. Because it's girls like this that will manipulate you sexually, and then you'll end up on Front Street in videos like the one we just saw. So that's why I'm telling you, man. Sometimes to have peace, you got to be fucking ruthless, and you have to be an asshole, and you have to say, fuck them kids.
Walk in the truth that makes you free every day. Follow Brother Leon on all social media outlets.